Welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Today we doing a little rush job.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We're gonna talk about the whole thing that's going on at the Capitol building, where the Trump supporters kind of bum rushed the Capitol building and just went on a crazy riot. So that's what we're gonna get into today.
Right. Well, you already said the topic, so we're gonna go on. We looking at it all day. It started around, let's say, what, 1 o'clock?
1, 12, 2, about 12, 1, 2, somewhere around that.
Eastern time, or
I don't exactly know.
but it was done in Washington, right?
Yeah, we was on Central Time.
Central Time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Okay, so what do you think about this? About the Trump supporters breach the Capitol building in Washington? I mean, if that was, we'll get into that. Like, this is very exciting. So we like freestyling tonight. So ain't no me looking at the phone. We just gonna freestyle it because this is really serious. It's history.
Right.
So what do you think about that?
I think it's we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to the whole it's a power tangle as far as the Republicans and the Democrats. Me myself, I never was really into politics like that, but now that I kind of paid attention to it this year, because that's all people was talking about, and you kind of see like the Republicans and the Democrats is almost like the Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's about. Especially the fact that Georgia was able to, the Democrats was able to win Georgia, and now they get control of the Senate. And once they get control of the Senate, they got control of the House, and the presidency is almost like they can kind of do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They got the power. And I think before the whole situation started, they was about to do the recount, for Arizona. And I guess they seen that McConnell wasn't, he did a speech where he didn't agree with Trump. He was kind of telling him to let go. And then the vice president himself, Mike Pence, he went on there and he kind of told Trump the same thing. And then, a couple minutes later, we got this little Trump supporters, and they start bum rushing the whole thing. And, it was going on for a long time. So I really think it's more of it's a power thing. You know what I'm saying? They say that it's a lot of corruption going on as far as the voting and all that. But there's been corruption going on for a long time in the government. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to really get too in depth with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically what it's about. That's where we stand right now. So yeah, it's just a power. It's a power entanglement right now. So that's basically what we're dealing with.
So when I first heard about it, how did they even get through like that? Because again, it's not about black and white, but at this time, we do have to say, if it was black, African, American human beings, and they would have went to the Capitol and tried to breach the Capitol, it would not have went the way it's going. How did they get in there? Taking pictures. A woman passed away as well, right?
Yeah, they said
sad.
Somebody got shot. But just to piggyback off of what you said, I'm not going to get into the whole black and white thing, but I just look at it like this. Certain people have certain privileges, certain things they can do, and other people have things that they can't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out, exactly where we coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, it's just like, I'm gonna use this example. Just like a person that get pulled over in a car. So you have a certain type of people that get pulled over in a car and they get treated a certain way.
Right.
And then you have somebody else that get pulled over in the car and they get treated a certain way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing but, just a different realm or different situation that we see people have certain privileges that other people don't have.
Right. And also, not to cut you off, but you know how like we be talking about beef on the streets?
Right.
They got beef as well.
I mean,
that is
absolutely.
so crazy.
But I mean, the best, like, I'm not gonna say, that, you kind of say, oh, it's, you see something that's happening where it's not your people or your type of people that's involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can go back to the whole George Floyd situation, all the, the rioting that black people did, the protesting. And sometimes, people look at that and be like, man, them people's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have Trump supporters, and we can actually look at the Trump supporters and be like, man, they crazy. Like, they really going,
Right.
they really went all out. You know what I'm saying? So
bananas, as we
so
say.
I mean, like, it's just a situation where, it's not judgmental. You know what I'm saying? So I think it doesn't matter what type of person you are or what color you are or anything like that. I guess when you get to that boiling point,
Yeah.
everybody reach a boiling point. So
Yeah.
I guess they at their boiling point and they feel like what they doing is justifiable. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is.
Right. So this been going on since March of 2020, right? As far as everything with Trump, the Trump supporters, don't forget they have been doing riots in this whole pandemic that we've been going through as far as the COVID and things like that. So
right, but I mean, like, like, he do got a lot of people.
Yes, he do.
You know what I'm saying? And
climbing walls.
also to piggyback what you said before is how was they able to do it? I mean, like, it's thousands of them. You know what I'm saying? So they basically just bum rushed the door. You know what I'm saying? They bum rushed and went in there, and they kind of felt like they made a point.
They made history, huh?
Yeah, they made a point. I guess whatever point they was trying to make, they feel like they made it because, like I said, it's a power entanglement, and right now the Democrats got control of everything. So, you got the Republicans that feel like they not bowing down to the Democrats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and you think, like, if it's one government, I don't understand how it's that much of a, like, who want the power, who want to be able to call the shots. But like I said, they almost like Bloods and Crips.
So do you think the Republic was there for the Americans?
I mean, I think they was there for themselves. The Republicans,
Yes.
they basically was trying to stand their ground for what they believe is right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they already know that, like I said, the election in Georgia, that kind of went the Democrats' way. You know what I mean? So it's a 50-50 tie now. And then Kamala Harris, she's the tiebreaker, which of course she's going to vote Democrat. So now they got control of the Senate, they got control of the House, and they got the presidency. So they pretty much can do anything they want to do.
Right. And let me just let our fan or our people know, hey, we not a Republican, we not a Democrat, we
neutral.
neutral.
We're neutral.
I have learned a lot since it's been going on. I really never paid attention to this. I have learned a lot, like I said, and it's just like a lot of this stuff amazed me because I didn't even know, like, inside the Capitol or inside the White House, that they was going against each other or they had problems or things like that, you know. And sometimes, you know, we kind of live our lives but not know that we have other people that can run your life as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you got, you know, the powers that be that kind of control everything that's going on. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, they in control. You know what I mean? You might not want to admit it or feel like, hey, you know, you can be an entrepreneur, but at the end of the day, you know, you're limited to certain things, and the government is always in your pocket no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're independent, whether you work 9 to 5 or whatever, however you accumulate your money, the government is always going to be in your pocket regardless. So
absolutely.
I mean, that's something you can't run from.
So, do you think if the Republic would have gave the Americans what they needed going through this pandemic, do you think the outcome would have came different?
Absolutely.
Or would it have been the same? Because it's just so much.
I mean, I mean, my opinion, I really think if Trump wanted to win an election, you know what I mean, he should have got he should have did his best to get the stimulus package passed before the election. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like this, like if you trying to win something, you know what I'm saying, all he had to do was
take care of people.
Put a little bit of money in people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? If you would have took care of that, you know what I'm saying, and passed the stimulus package, I'm pretty sure more people would have voted for him and he would have won it easily. You know
right.
what I mean?
And I think, and I just want to feedback on what you were saying, or piggyback how you say it.
I hear you.
Where it came to, like, it was about the money, but it really wasn't, because you had a lot of people that lost jobs. Kids wasn't going to school. All that matters. You know, you want your kids to have education. You want your kids to get out there and experience the world. But you got so many kids that's staying at home. A lot of people lost their jobs. People was getting put out a month or 2 months ago, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think all of that was like, you know, in the stimulus package, they did have funding for the schools. They had, there was a lot of things going on in the package that was very important in state and local governments. There's a whole bunch of things inside the package, and I think if they would have made a bigger effort to kind of get it passed, I think he definitely would have won the election. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same thing that happened with the Georgia election, where they said they was gonna pass the $2,000, the stimulus package for the $2,000. So you can't put it out there and say, hey, we're gonna give people $2,000, and then at the end of the day you take it back and say, no, we're not gonna do it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I think they would have even won the election if the $2,000 wasn't mentioned. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact it was mentioned and people looked forward to it, and they didn't get it, so now it's like, oh, we're not gonna vote for them. We're gonna vote for the other side.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it seemed like the other side was willing to give the money, but this side wasn't willing to give the money. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it boils up. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it boils down to. And I think if President Trump wouldn't have if he wouldn't have mentioned the $2,000, and it would have just, the people would have been happy with the $600.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And they would have got that, and it would have just been what it was. But the fact that it was mentioned and the people didn't get it, I definitely think that
it had a part.
That played a part.
It played a big part.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, we just came, you know, just to do a little something about what's going on, because I mean, I'm shocked. You know, I really can't believe what's going on. Just the whole thing from March with the pandemic, then from the voting, and then from this, and it's just like, wow, this is history. And I think personally, as a parent, I think this should be in the history book, to teach the kids about what went on in going on to 2021. What do you think?
Definitely. It definitely will be a part of history what went on, but I mean, just the things that transpired the whole year 2020. We had a lot of things going on, from the pandemic to the election things, all the scandals that's been going on, and just a whole bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, it just seemed like every year gets a little bit more wilder. You know what I'm saying? And we start off this year, we only 6th day of the year, and then we got this going on right now where they running up in the Capitol building. So ain't no telling. We still got 11 months and 3 weeks left, or something like that. You know what I mean? So we almost got almost a whole year still left. So I mean, it's gonna be, all you can do is prepare yourself for the worst. But you just have to see what the future gonna bring.
Absolutely, absolutely. So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end this.
This was just a quick breaking news.
Breaking news.
Just to fill y'all in on something real quick. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. But I don't know what the next topic we're gonna bring to y'all, but we will bring something good, something exclusive. So we see y'all in a little bit.